first, I need you to state your name and your occupation
Government.
and your education level.
Some college.
All right. Well, my topic's about taxes, and I was, do you know how often tax rates change?
I do not.
Do not. All right.
It depends on when Congress does all their stuff.
Do you know how to find out where your taxes are going?
Absolutely.
Care to expand on that?
Well, you have your federal taxes, your state taxes, and where all that stuff goes. There's tons and tons of programs out there that the taxes go to. That, yes.
Do you know what causes tax rates to rise?
Congress. The needs of the country, essentially.
Yeah.
Whatever they deem necessary. Yes.
Do you know what earned income tax credit is, and do you know how you can claim it?
The earned income tax credit, I vaguely know what it is. No, I don't know how I can claim it. No,
Do you know how you can? Do you have an idea of how we can spend as a country our tax money more efficiently?
do you really want me to go into that?
Yes, please. Make my paper better.
I'll tell you this much. For welfare, which I pay into, that's where part of my tax dollars go. So when you pay into welfare, I have to get drug tested for what I do for work. So the people that are receiving that should also get drug tested. That would be an efficient use of my tax dollars right there. If I have to pay in order to work to do it, people receiving the benefits should be able to do that anyway. That would be a better use of my tax dollars.
All right. And final question: if you could pick, what would you have your taxes go to?
Overall, I think they do pretty well in taxes. Obviously, there are some disparities, between the income levels. I think if there were a flat tax for everybody paid a flat tax. Not even depending on what your income is. If everybody paid a flat tax, would it be 5, 10, 15, 20%? If everybody paid a flat tax, I think that would be a bit more efficient.
Instead of having tax brackets?
The system's too complicated as it is right now.
You tried making it didn't work too well.
It is very complicated.
Well, thank you for your time.
You guys have fun.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
My name is Chris Durham.
Occupation
I am a teacher at Yuma Lutheran School.
and then your education level.
Education level, I have a bachelor's in kinesiology and a master's in education.
First question: how often do tax rates change?
I believe, to the best of my knowledge, that I think they change every year. I think it's voted on. I don't know much about all that stuff, but that's what I would guess.
All right. How do you find out where your taxes is going?
Google. I don't know. I'm sure you can research it and find it easily online.
What causes tax rates to rise?
Inflation in politics.
Politics. What is earned income tax credit, and do you know how you claim it?
Earned income tax credit. That might be like giving donations and getting tax write-offs. Sending in tax credit forms like basketball.
How can the United States spend their tax money efficiently?
Education, especially in Arizona. Our education funding in Arizona is pretty weak.
And final question: what would you have our taxes go to if it changed again?
Education. More than education.
And stop.
Vanessa Gomez. I work at Denny's. I am in college. It's my first year in college. And ask away.
All right. How often do tax rates change?
If I would have to take a guess, I would say every 2 years sounds pretty good to me.
All right. Do you know how to find where your taxes is going?
I'm I'm sure there's some sort of online like website you could check, the government website. I'm sure.
All right. What causes tax rates to rise?
I think it's when the government needs money, they just raise the taxes so they get more money.
All right. And what is earned income tax credit, and do you know how to claim it?
Yes. Well, when you get a paycheck, they take money out of it, and then by the end, if they take too much out, you get it back, and or something.
All right. Hold on. Having difficulty with your phone. Okay. Do you have any idea of how we can spend our tax money more efficiently?
Probably see what needs most help, like I don't know, schools, I guess, need more money.
Okay. And if you could change something, what would you have our taxes go to?
I would say probably kids who don't get food in the morning. Like, you know how, like, in Yuma, like, there's a percentage, like, 1 out of 3 kids are, like, starving in Yuma.
Yeah.
Probably those kids. They need food.
All right. Well, thank you, Vanessa.
Oh, you're
Handshake on the
welcome.
camera. Woo!